Hey, 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 welcome. Happy rainy Friday, Oklahoma. The Todd Tucker Show is on. Tomorrow, Frosty attends his first football game at Gaylord, Oklahoma Family Memorial Stadium, or as we affectionately call it, Owen Field. Wearing my crimson and cream today, my OU lapel pin, got my trusty helmet right here, and Frosty's excited to be going to a football game tomorrow night. This is going to be a bonding experience for us, Frost.
I don't want to go.
I know you don't want to go, but you're going to have a great time. It is going to be a blast. Going to be very patriotic because we play Army. So I'm really excited, and I'm glad you're going to be going with me, like it or not. I'm telling you, man, you're going to want to go every week now. You're going to be begging me to buy season tickets next year.
I'll be good. I'll be okay. I've been to sports ball games before. They're all about kind of the same amount of men.
Maybe somebody will be kind enough to get us some Bedlam tickets.
No, I don't want to go.
That's the only time of the year that hillbillies come to Norman.
I don't even want to go to this one. Saturday's like my one day off a week.
You're gonna love it. It is a day off. It is a day. It is relaxing. It's fun. It's festive. You're gonna have so many people around you. Well, trying to get everything straightened up. Don't move that.
I'm sitting right here.
Yeah, but you took my drink away by sitting right there.
You'll be all right. No, why are you going to make me go? Because it's just more work. I'm going there to appease you.
It's not work. It's not work. It is fun.
I'm not going there to have fun. I'm going there to be like, oh, hey, it's Frosty at a sports ball game.
Nobody's going to know who we are.
That's true. You got me there.
Although I did get recognized the other day when I was someplace. I can't remember where. And the lady was asking me why I look so familiar. And I said, well, it really depends on why you're asking. Glad you're with us. A lot to talk about. I started to say demon rats. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein suggested last year secretly recording President Trump in the White House. In other words, wearing a bug. And he discussed recruiting cabinet members to do the same so they could invoke the 25th Amendment. They just can't get over the fact that Donald Trump has won. Now, with the FISA memos being declassified, Rod Rosenstein could be in some big trouble of his own. In fact, there are a lot of people who are going to go down. Trust me, when all is said and done, you're going to see a lot of people go down with the declassification. Donald Trump has committed no crime and no impeachable offense. Therefore, they're just wasting our time, the country's time, and obstructing. And, of course, that's what they're trying to do. They're doing all they can to obstruct, destruct, and obstruct. Now, if Rod Rosenstein had bugged himself, there's got to be some kind of law against bugging the president, because there are a lot of sensitive things that are spoken about when you're in the White House. Oh, man. You know, we hear leftists, including politicians, the pedophiles in Hollywood, and the fake news media calling for the president to impeach day after day after day after day. They wanted to impeach him before he was even inaugurated. I would suggest we start talking about the expulsion of some members of Congress. And we're going to talk about Judge Kavanaugh here in just a little bit. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about Judge Kavanaugh. But Cory Booker, who currently sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee, sits in judgment of whether or not Judge Kavanaugh becomes Justice Kavanaugh. And, of course, he passed the Senate Judiciary Committee, and it was about to go to the floor for a vote to confirm Brett Kavanaugh. Cory Booker admitted to the fact that he is guilty of groping someone in high school. Not only has he admitted it verbally, but he wrote about it, wrote an article about it. Now, if Brett Kavanaugh is not fit to serve on the Supreme Court because he may or may not have groped somebody in high school, then why isn't Cory Booker, why aren't we talking about expulsion? You see, we hear about impeachment of the president all the time, but I'd like to hear about expulsion of some of these members of Congress. It's hard to get straight when you're sitting this low. expulsion. Hold them accountable. It takes an act of Congress to impeach a president, and there's a lot that goes into it. But Donald Trump's done nothing to be impeached for. He's done nothing but improve the economy. Record stock market, record economy, jobless claims way down. African American and Hispanic and Asian employment way up, unemployment down. Millennial unemployment down. Teen unemployment down. Manufacturing jobs up. Our CO2 emissions have been down for 2 years in a row. These bad trade deals have been eliminated. The mandate of the Bamster Care, the mandatory, you got to have health insurance, that's been taken away. And so I'd like to know what President Trump has done that these people think that they can impeach him for. Well, he's done nothing. He's broken no laws. Now, if you're a conservative or even a Republican, but especially a conservative Republican, you are guilty until proven innocent as far as the demon rats are concerned. And we're talking about people on the far left. Now, is stealing a crime? Is it, Frosty?
Probably, yes.
Yes, probably, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, then why isn't Hillary Clinton in jail for stealing the nomination from Bernie Sanders? An 82-year-old man, she stole the nomination from the man. She did. She got all this help. She did all this underground work to take the nomination away from Bernie Sanders. Otherwise, it would have been a Trump-Sanders race. Trump would have still won, but the Democrats wanted socialist Bernie Sanders. But that poor 82-year-old socialist had the nomination stolen from him by the Clinton crime family. And that Clinton, everybody in that family is not named Clinton, trust me. And when you see these FISA memos, when you start to read them, as things start to evolve, and I have a prediction, over the course of the next few days, the next few weeks, you're going to see a lot of news coming out. You're going to see some indictments being handed down. Where has Jeff Sessions been? Well, the president says he and Jeff Sessions are at odds. I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a strong possibility that Jeff Sessions has been working on a little project. We shall see. In the meantime, President Trump has had enough already. He's had enough of this Dr. Christine Blasey Chevy Ford. Now, her attorneys are coming in and trying to dictate how a Senate Judiciary Committee is handled. We talked yesterday about how unprecedented it is for there to be another hearing to begin with. Unprecedented. It just doesn't happen. And we have all these Democrats coming out of the woodwork, the usual suspects, the usual cockroaches. They're coming out, and we'll be talking about them here throughout the hour. They've already convicted Brett Kavanaugh, and he hasn't even had a say yet. And Dr. Ford, I'm not going to call her Dr. Ford. I'm going to call her what's her name. She's trying, her attorneys are trying to dictate how this hearing will be conducted. They're saying that Brett Kavanaugh must testify first. Now, if I were Brett Kavanaugh's attorneys, and if I were running the Judiciary Committee, which the Republicans are, I would say not no, but hell no. In fact, in a court of law, the last person to testify is usually the accused, not the accuser. And Brett Kavanaugh has already been confirmed by the Senate Judiciary Committee to go to the floor for a vote. Now, if President Trump took to Twitter today, he's been very nice, he's been very calm, cool, and collected, but I think he, like the rest of us in America, those of us with common sense, have had enough already. We're tired of talking about this. This is taking away from other things that should be. The Senate is basically on vacay right now, trying to take down a good man. The president said, quote, "I have no doubt that if the attack on Dr. Ford was as bad as she says, charges would have been immediately filed with local law enforcement authorities by either her or her loving parents. I ask that she bring those filings forward so we can learn date, time, and place. Show us, Chevy Ford, show us. Quit talking about it. Show us. Show up. Testify. Let the country watch. Let the country decide. If Brett Kavanaugh groped you while he was in high school and you were in high school, as I've said over and over and over again, I'm not saying it's right to grope people. Frosty groped me yesterday. It happens. And this has gone from simple groping to now the lamestream fake news media. They're calling it an attempted rape. In fact, the cockroaches in the Demon Rat Party are calling it attempted rape. They're the bunch of perverts on planet Earth. The biggest bunch of perverts on planet Earth. Well, I don't know if you're talking about me, if you're talking about someone else, but John F. Kennedy, major adulterer. We know about William Jefferson, Billy Bob Blowjob Clinton. Of course, if you were married to Hillary. In the meantime, Christine Blasey Chevy Ford, she's not going to be testifying on Monday. Now they're saying possibly Wednesday. The Senate Judiciary Committee is considering an independent attorney to come and do the questioning, and I think that is probably a pretty good idea. First of all, I think Cory Booker, who admitted to groping someone in high school, I think he needs to recuse himself from even attending this hearing. He needs to sit on, he doesn't need to be up there. Let him sit in the audience or watch it on C-SPAN with the rest of us. But Cory Booker, who is guilty, who has said he's guilty of groping someone, and who sits in judgment of the man who's accused of groping someone, should not be sitting on the committee. He should recuse himself from the Kavanaugh investigation. You know, I seriously think an independent lawyer doing the questioning is a good idea. We've had women in the Senate that have said, well, she's going to be judged by all these angry old men. Ted Cruz isn't old. Angry old white men. I guess that leaves Ted Cruz out because he's not white. He's half white. He's Cuban. Hispanic. Think about it for a second. Do you think Cory Booker should be sitting on that committee during this hearing? I'd like to see your comments. Leave them here. I don't always get to read comments while we're on live, but I read them at night. And I want to see what you think. And then Monday, we'll report back, and I'll tell people what you think. And in fact, we'll even try to put a Facebook poll together this weekend. Should Cory Booker sit in judgment of a man accused of groping when he admits that he groped himself, groped someone himself back in high school? Every high school boy gropes himself.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. That's a given. This is not funny, though. This is serious. This process has been disrespected since day one. Since day number one. We had all of these people in vagina hats coming in and disrupting the hearing with Judge Kavanaugh's, what are you saying?
We have a montage of
all we do. All right, we're gonna play you a montage if you can stomach it. I asked Frosty to turn the off because they just give me a headache. All right, let's take a look at what Senate Demon Rats are saying. They've already decided that Judge Kavanaugh is guilty. Hence the reason for an independent lawyer to question each individual. Let's roll the video.
Because she's telling the truth. and you know it by her story.
That Kavanaugh denies being at the party to begin with and says his accuser might have mistaken him for someone else. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I've heard, many predators say and refute allegations against them. I think what we need...
As I said, I believe Professor Ford. I think she's credible, and I think when the investigation is finished and when she testifies and Judge Kavanaugh testifies, I think a majority of senators will find her credible.
She told her husband, this is the trauma she's been dealing with her whole life. She doesn't want to be in a bedroom that doesn't have 2 doors.
And it's going to be about listening to what each party has to say, but I believe her.
Do you believe her story?
Well, I could tell you it really does have a ring of truth to it. I am skeptical of polygraphs, but for those who believe them, she has passed a polygraph test.
I believe Dr. Ford, as I refer to her, because she makes a very credible case.
People knew that about her a long time ago. She told a friend a year ago. She told a reporter before Dr. Kavanaugh was ever named.
By the way, I believe Dr. Ford, the survivor. There's every reason to disbelieve Judge Kavanaugh after his evasive and seemingly misleading responses at his testimony.
The Senate shouldn't simply rely on hearing 2 conflicting accounts and decide, well, we're okay with not knowing, we're okay with the fact that we might be putting someone who committed attempted rape on the Supreme Court of the United States.
Jake, I want to be clear that for me there is no debate. I believe Professor Ford. Judge Kavanaugh has lied multiple times under oath.
These are the hallmarks of truth. These are the hallmarks of someone who wants to be believed.
Did you see the woman, the little troll doll in the purple dress? She is, she's so lovely. Mazie Hirono of Hawaii. She sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee as well. Dumb as a box of rocks. That woman. Dumb. Dumb. And what about Chuck Schumer? Is he on crack? That guy never looks like he's totally with it. He looks like he's intoxicated or under the influence of something. Maybe he just has a problem. I don't know. But that guy never seems to have it here. These people are, and then you've got Little Dickie Durbin. Did you see Little Dickie? Little Dickie. And Adam Schiff. He's the bug-eyed guy. Shifty-eyed Shift. Now, Shifty-eyed Shift, not Shift. Shifty-eyed Shift probably is going to have some problems of his own when the FISA stuff becomes public. You had Blumenthal, Kamala Harris, the usual suspects. But this woman that sits on the committee, Hirono of Hawaii, she is nothing but a little troll. Now, how would you like to have those people sitting on a jury? They don't know beyond a reasonable doubt that Judge Kavanaugh groped anyone. In a court of law, you have to have reasonable doubt. Right now, as the president's tweet stated today, we don't know time, we don't know place, we don't know date. We don't know. And if we don't know, we can't convict. That results in a hung jury, does it not? That makes me want to make sure that every member of any jury that I may have to face, God forbid, that they be conservative. Because lawyers do check to see, hey, what are your thoughts on blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't want any of those people to sit on any kind of jury. First of all, because I don't think they got it all upstairs. You're shaking your head at me, but how would you, okay, you know what? How would you like for me to accuse you of something that you didn't do? And how would you like for the Democrats at the state capitol to all say, you're guilty?
I get the scenario. I'm just saying it's real name calling today.
Yeah, and I'm going to continue to call names. I call it like it is. They are brainless, stupid, and probably going to be indicted, a lot of them. But that little troll doll, yeah, I'll make fun of her all day long. That woman is not all there. Her IQ may be 100 if she's lucky. Holly Weird. They're hosting another fundraiser for Beto O'Rourke. Is he Hispanic or is he Irish? I don't know. He's got a Hispanic nickname. Would you Google, or no, we don't use Google anymore because it's communist. Do the search engine, DuckDuckGo or whatever, and find out what his real first name is. It's probably something like Herbert or William or John or Todd or Braden.
Robert Francis O'Rourke.
Robert Francis O'Rourke. Now that is as Irish as it comes. But he goes by Beto. He probably has like a smidge of Hispanic in him. And yet he's using the name Beto to run against Ted Cruz. He, of course, thinks, we need to let all the illegals come in because we need them at the cotton gin. And he said this to an African-American guy. Really? Really? Anyway, Holly Weird is hosting a fundraiser for him. If Holly Weird is for you, then I'm going to be against you. Because there just isn't a whole lot that Holly Weird has to offer but bad movies and award shows that nobody watches anymore. Does anybody go to the movies anymore? I mean, they don't really. I've had people tell me I haven't been to a movie in a long time. And those are people that come from a wide range of ages. They're like, there's some people, they're just movie junkies and they'll go. To me, it's better for me to sit and wait until it comes out on Netflix or Amazon Prime, and I can pay $3 and have my own food in the kitchen rather than go out to the movies and pay $10 for a ticket and then another $20 for concessions, a $10 Coke and a $10 movie. Times 2 is $40, right? When you can watch it for $3 and you got your fridge stocked. Holly Weird's spending a lot of money on liberal causes, the libturds. Michael Robinson Obama. Let's talk about it. It's about to kick off its 10-city arena tour.
You mean Michelle Obama?
Michael. Michael and Michelle.
Dude, I need to get you a tinfoil hat for today.
Michelle. He said it, did he? We played the audio plenty of times. Did he? Call her Michael?
He did.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need. It's like court. You answered the question. All I needed was a yes or a no. You'd make a very bad witness in court. Very bad. I'm going to put a shock collar on you.
Thanks.
Anyway, so it's promoting its new book, Becoming a Woman. What are you looking at me funny for?
That can't be the name, right? It can't be Becoming a Woman.
It's called Becoming. And then I think when you get inside, you understand that it's explaining how Michael became Michelle.
Shut up. That's not...
Now, apparently, Michael thinks that it's Beyonce because Michael, the first transgender first lady...
You're insane.
Nosebleeds start at $30. That's for way up high. And if you want to sit on the front row, you get to pay $3,000 to look at its man hands and the bulge. I wonder when Michael's going to have the big surgery.
Can we take a break to get off this topic?
We will take a break. Hey, Facebook has a brand new feature. It's a little bit creepy. We'll cover that and more right after this.
Do you have problems with pain, anxiety, or sleeplessness? Come see us at Can Help Wellness, where we can help. Stop by any of our 4 wellness centers to find out how premium CBD products can help you find relief. From balms to tinctures to even products for your pets. Natural, safe, organic relief, and lab tested with certifications. Reach out to one of our wellness consultants today at 405-455-3012 or online at cann-help.com.
Become a patron. Go to the OTU, Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite Patreon account if you want conservative talk to continue, even when I'm making fun of Michelle Obama. Just click the little orange button there. Become a patron. Like us, love us, want some more of us, we're here. And we got to pay the bills. So, you like us, we get to pay the bills. If you love us, we get to eat. And if you want more of us, we have a roof over our heads. Now, Facebook has this brand new feature that's coming out. In a way, it's cool because it's like FaceTime, because you can video chat. I'm really surprised they hadn't come up with video chat until now, Frosty. And you might want to get in on this because you're a techie guy, and if you want to stay off camera, that's fine. It's up to you.
Okay.
Okay? I just don't want you to grope me like yesterday, because then I might have to file a complaint that could go before the Senate Judiciary Committee.
No one would convict me.
So this feature has a creepy camera. And the reason I call it the creepy camera is it's facial recognition. So when you're video chatting, it will tag you, and then the camera follows you around the room. Let's say you're answering the phone, somebody, or not the phone, but the Facebook alert or whatever, that somebody wants to video tag you and you're sitting in your underwear. And you don't want this person to see you in your underwear. And you got to get up and go to the bathroom. Well, you can't say, hang on, I'll be right back, without them following you into the bathroom, apparently, because this creepy camera follows you everywhere you go. Probably tracks everything you do. There's no privacy anymore. No more privacy. It doesn't exist, does it? Will you use the Facebook video chat?
Absolutely.
We'll be using it here on the show, I promise you that. So that way we can have more interaction with you as we develop. So we will use it here. You can follow us around the bunker, but I'm not sure I'll be using it at home, because my dogs like their privacy.
See, what everybody doesn't know is that you're only wearing like the top, and you're just in boxers underneath, like in the chair. That's what everybody doesn't know, right?
Actually, I was going to wear my new OU Jordan shoes that somebody gave me, but I haven't worn them because I don't want to get them dirty, and because it is raining outside, like pouring. It's like Noah's Ark is needed. So people that think I'm in a suit right now, a lot of times I have been. I wear a suit a lot, but I'll go ahead and show you what I'm wearing, okay? Because Frosty,
here it is.
I'm wearing jeans.
and some just regular shoes.
Hey, Kelly Ogle on News 9, he wears sneakers. Why can't I?
That's it.
My dad used to do his sportscast dressed from the top to the waist, and he'd have shorts and flip-flops on every single night. Now, it's a good thing he got out of TV before they started with the whole full stand-up shot stuff and all the big video screens behind you. Anyway, I don't know what you think about the Facebook video chat and the fact the camera, I guess you can disable the camera. I don't know. To me, I'm just kind of like at a point where your tag, your Pike Pass, it tells you where, it tells people where you've been, checks in, people are like, oh, he just went there and checked in at this exit, at this, you know, bing. Your cell phone tracks everywhere you go. That's helped exonerate people from crime. And, I mean, you're pretty much tracked with everything you do. I mean, it's kind of like you don't have privacy anymore anyway.
I have a pet peeve about that. Hang on.
What's your pet peeve? Come on.
I've talked about this before, but I'm going to let everybody know.
Okay.
I have an insurance company that offers me to, like, have this app where it tracks my driving. And it's like, if you use this app and we get to watch your driving...
I have one of those.
We'll reduce your cost on your insurance by 3% every year, or, like, 3% of payment or whatever. And I'm just like, no, not at all. One, 3% is not enough for me to let them see everything I'm doing in my car and see my bad driving. Two, if they notice that I'm going like over 12,000 miles in a year, they're going to up my rates. It's just like they can sell that to whoever they want to and be like, listen, this guy's frequent in this place because they own all the data. They're not just regular Google. They can do whatever they want with that as the insurance company. I just don't like it.
This thing right here can do that.
It can, but I just hate that my insurance company that's making me monthly rates and payments is going to watch everywhere I'm going.
Insurance is a total ripoff.
I hate insurance. I hate
insurance.
it.
It's a total ripoff. You pay it for years and years and years and years and years, never use it. You use it, and then they jack your rates up. It's a scam.
Or they just drop you completely.
Or just drop you. Yeah, exactly. And then you have to go and shop. Health insurance is even a bigger ripoff, an even bigger one, because we only have one source here in our state right now. Thank you, Obama. Thank you for that. A Michigan mother has been arrested. What did she do? She took her daughter's cell phone. She has been vindicated. The Ottawa County prosecutor dismissed theft charges against the mother on Tuesday. Questions are, why was she arrested in the first place? That's what I'd like to know. Why?
That kid called the cops on her mom.
Yeah, well, and that's a big problem, because now that's why teachers have a big problem in schools now, and parents have a problem parenting. Because the kids have the leverage now of being able to say, well, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to tell my parents that you did blah, blah, blah. And they can tell the parents, if you don't know what I want, then I'm going to call the police on you.
I've never known of a person to actually do that. Also, how do they call the police? They didn't have their cell phone.
Maybe they went to a friend's house. I don't know.
Jeez.
All right. Charges have been dropped against 2 former Oklahoma County deputies in the death of an inmate that they shot with pepper balls. Brian Harrison and Colton Ray shot Charlton Chrisman with more than a dozen pepper balls after he tried to escape from the Oklahoma County jail. He flooded his cell and then tried to flee. The judge in the case dismissed the charges. However, District Attorney David Prater says he has new information on the case that needs further investigation. And as we prepare for the weekend, Frosty's very first OU football game, in which we'll be attending together, and you get to meet my family. You've met Tegan, so what do you mean, Okay, well then you can walk.
Okay.
No, you don't get a ride now.
Can I just not go altogether? Is that okay? Can I offend the viewer that gave us all these tickets and just not go?
Sure. I'll take somebody who wants to go.
There you go. That'll be fun.
Okay. Anyway, former OU quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Baker Mayfield, who you call...
Oh, Baker Mayweather Field.
Yeah. He helped snap the 635-day winless streak against the New York Jets in prime time last night on Thursday Night Football. Passed for 201 yards, 17 of 23 on passes. And Baker Mayfield, not only a superstar in Norman, Oklahoma, but a future star in the NFL. And they said he couldn't do it because of his size. Guess what? Baker is the man who can. Shake and bake. And tomorrow you get to see Kyler Murray on the field. Number 1. I'll have to tell you who everybody is.
Yeah, you will.
I'll have to explain to you how the game of football works, because Frosty doesn't understand a thing about
sports ball.
He's been to one Thunder game in his life. Didn't like it. What's wrong with you?
I do have the shirt, though. I still wear that.
We're going to get you an OU shirt.
Ew.
Yeah, no, yeah, we got to.
I don't want it.
It'll make me happy.
All right.
All right? If it makes me happy, then you're happy. You always got to make the host happy. Make sure you be careful today, because it will be. We've got ponding on the roads already and flooding in some areas, especially south of I-40. So it's going to be a tough commute on the way home today. So be safe and stay weather alert. My phone I was in the middle of watching something before I came to the bunker and was doing some show prep, and my EAS alert went off on my phone and scared the crap out of me and woke up my dogs and made my bird squawk. So please be careful today. Don't hurry to get home. Take your time. Do it right, as the SOS band used to do back in the 70s. This is the Todd Tucker Show. We're back Monday for more fun and excitement, and the Kavanaugh soap opera continues Monday. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Oklahoma. And remember, the heart of the wise inclines to the right. The heart of the left, well, the heart of the fool to the left. I'm going to do a take 2 on that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
The heart of the wise inclines to the right, the heart of the fool to the left. Ecclesiastes 10:2. We'll see you back on Monday. Have a great weekend.